Hey, free people. If you're anything like me, you are craving calm, clarity, and a life that feels like yours. Lately, you've been asking yourself, is it actually time to leave my corporate job? Or am I just having a moment? Watch this video to help you decide. There's this moment where you start thinking about leaving your corporate job, not because everything is falling apart, but because something just doesn't feel right anymore. And then the question hits, is it actually time or am I just having a moment? If you've been sitting in that space, going back and forth, second guessing yourself, I want to walk you through how to start recognizing the difference. The difference between it actually being time or you're just going through the motions of your feelings and you're having a moment. And that's okay too. But sometimes this isn't always about exhaustion. It's not that you can't keep going and you can't keep doing the work, it's that you don't want to. Now, don't get me wrong. You're functioning, you're succeeding, you're doing everything right, but it feels disconnected. The motivation is gone, even though the ability isn't. You can do it, but you know this is different. Sometimes there comes a point in the life that you've built that it no longer fits who you are. This is called an identity shift. This is not called failure, and there is a difference. The most important thing for you to recognize right now is that you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't build your life wrong. You didn't take the wrong path. You just outgrew the version of you that built your current life. And you're starting to notice that what once felt aligned now feels a bit heavy. You start to notice that pieces of you have shifted. They're different than the people around you. You've grown, but your environment has not grown. Your environment is still the same. Noticing this, you start fantasizing and dreaming about a different way of living, and it feels good. A piece of you may still be conditioned to look toward your outside or external for that validation, looking for something or someone to say, you're right. This is what you should do. And yes, I agree, go for it. But really, you have to just step back and seek a little clarity within yourself. And you're asking yourself, should I leave? What's the right move? What's the plan? How do I know what's the right move? How do I know this is the right plan for me? So, when we're asking ourselves these questions and we start to feel a little confusion or overwhelmed because either too many options come to mind or we don't have any clarity on what's coming to mind. What's happening here is that you're not confused because you don't see the answer, feel the answer, know the answer just yet. You're confused because you don't know where to look for or how to trust where the answers are coming from. So bear with me a bit. What do we do when we want to find an answer and we feel confused? Maybe we start Googling questions. We start looking for people that have been through similar situations. We're waiting for what feels like certainty, yet we don't exactly know what certainty feels like within our own body. We only know certainty when we have some type of external validation. And for some of us, we may be looking for permission to do something different, permission to think differently, for wanting something different. And then we get a little stuck in this translation or transition that we have going on right now. We're stuck because we're not receiving answers the way we would typically see, feel, and know answers. But I said a key statement there, feel answers. When we're looking to our own compass, our own inner knowing and inner gut reaction to what the right next step is to do, it's more of a feeling. It's an internal interaction with sensations and knowings, and things just click as feeling right. This is the part that nobody really teaches because this isn't something that someone could say when it's the right answer, you will feel this. When you're doing the right thing for you, this will happen. The truth is, it happens differently for everyone. We may have some similarities. There may be this unknown sensation or feeling that happens within our body where it's just a knowing, and we know how to shut off the chatter in our mind so that we can find the truth amongst the chatter. So the truth is that we won't know until we know what it feels like, until we know what these sensations are that are going on within our body, and asking ourselves the key question based off of what we feel. So, how to hear yourself clearly in the middle of all this? This is exactly the reason that I created the reset. The reset helps this transition feel grounded and align with your stance. In other words, the grounding comes from knowing that these thoughts, sensations, and feelings and discomfort in what's been happening now, that we start to believe that these are for a purpose. This isn't something to shut down and shut aside. And when we start recognizing that it actually is for something, and we feel grounded in just knowing that it is here for a reason, you start to get more and more aligned with the truth. Because this process isn't about making fast decisions, and it's not about forcing clarity. The truth is, those can't happen in an authentic way. We cannot force decisions. We cannot force clarity. You can force yourself to decide something, just pick something, and then ignore the feelings that came with deciding something or picking something. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a total reset so that you can start hearing yourself clearly in the middle of all of this. It's about creating enough space to actually feel what is true for you. That's exactly why I came to create the reset. I'll be honest, it happened by accident. I started to notice when I took certain action steps with myself, when I asked myself certain questions, clarity came. It didn't happen the first time, maybe not even the second time, but it happened the more I built the trust within myself that I was asking the right questions and I was putting importance to what was coming up for me. I wasn't dismissing it. I was allowing it to happen. I would love to teach you how the reset works. And if you're interested, if this speaks to you, there'll be a link below, and I invite you to click that link and sign up to get your free access. It's a simple way that calms everything down so that you can hear your own answer without overthinking. So if you're in that question phase right now, I invite you to click the link below. And if you are already feeling stuck right now, you're in the muck of it right now as we speak, like you feel like you can't move forward and you can't move backwards. So I invite you to watch the next video in this series. And if this has been helpful to you in any way, please leave me a message and let me know if the reset has been supportive or if you feel like I'm talking to you. Is this something that you're going through right now? And what questions do you have? I'll do my best to answer every question that comes in this video series.